graduate as your class valedictorian from Iligan City National High School. So, is this really what you want?
Yes, ma'am.
So, why?
Nay, ano ka scholarship, Nay? Mag-nurse na gid ko, Nay. Di ba mo na yung gusto? Nurse ka, ako po. Hapit na, Nay. Panibaya ko, Nay, ha?
I see now. So, you are a graduate as salutatorian in your class. So, do you think nursing is really for you?
Actually, Ma'am. I'm home. Gabby, hi.
Oh, I've seen that you passed the exam.
Me, I don't want to be a nurse. I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
You can't survive law school.
I can if I wanted to.
No. First thing in the morning tomorrow, we'll buy your uniform. I see. So, if that's the case, I know you will soon love nursing. So, see you on the first day of class.
Thank you, Ma'am.
So, Sandro Fajardo, how are you related with Dr. Mylene Fajardo?
Oh, she's my mom. Actually, my both parents are doctors.
Oh, really? Actually, Dr. Mylene Fajardo is a good friend of mine. So, is this why you are here, to follow their footsteps?
Oh, no ma'am. Actually, there's this one nurse.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a
Morning, sir. Ito kasi nakikita, sir. Kaya ka, sir.
Ayusin mo yung trabaho, nurse. Ayusin mo yung trabaho.
Kaya man sir, lingaw sir, labaw na ako na kay masave nga lives, di balag kapoy kay magabi, kaya sa duty, kay tsaka tabang good ka og mga patients sir, maayon mo sila.
Miss, makaya ba na kung yung nurse?
Kaya naman sir, kung gusto mo drug mo sir, kato gani sa una sir na nag-squill up ako kay Remy ko gaon daw nag-squill kay kana laging Remy, wala ko'y budget, di mahal biya kayo ang nursing sir. So, pero nabit tayo ginagawa sir na nothing worth having come CC. So kung gusto mo drug mo sir, maningkamot yung ka ba naman sa kalisay.
to call for hands of
Son, how are you? I'm good, Dad.
I'm so worried about you. Anyway, we have good news for you. We accepted to the College of Nursing.
Really?
Yes, we're so proud.
Remember, you're gonna be a doctor one day. I'm expecting a lot from you. Please don't
Here
fail.
that you'll be discharged later, so let's continue to the interview. Anyways, congratulations.
We're so proud of you, son.
So, we're happy to have you here, and we're also grateful that among all schools, you chose Anushu IIT as your school. So, see you around.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But baby, you hardly even notice when I try to show you.
One more,
Songs
Waki.
meant to keep
One,
you
two.
exposed. Waking up too early, maybe we can sleep. Make you banana man, pretend like it's the weekend now. We could pretend it all the time. And can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But just maybe like a ukulele. baby. Really don't mind the practice, cause you're my little lady. Lady, lady, love me, cause I love to lady.
Para maayo ka. Nagawas na.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
Gabi?
Ready na ang OR, Doc. Tara na, Doc.
Good morning, team. Good morning, patient.
proceed to CPR.
Doc, I think we lost.
No, another round.
Sandro, that's enough. Just call it.
Time of death, 7:15.
Let's clean up.
Kabalo ko nga, kita ka sa akong buhay. Pero luma ko. Sige, nurse ako.
Alright. The Department of Justice of the Superior Court is now in session. Judge Hania Angintaupan. Please be seated.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of the Republic of the Philippines versus Gabriela Silang. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor. Ready for the defense, Your Honor. Will the clerk please swear in the jury?
Will the jury please stand and raise your right hand? Do each of you swear that you will fairly try the case before the court, and you will return the true verdict according to the evidences and instructions of the court? So help you God. Please say, I do.
I do. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence that I will show to you will prove that Ligaya Clemente was killed on the day of July 16th. The defendant has been accused for giving the wrong syringe which was injected to the patient and eventually caused death. The defendant did not double-check the syringe that she handed to the surgeon. Your Honor, the evidence that I will show to you will prove that the defendant is guilty as charged. Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, under the law, my client is presumed innocent until proven guilty. During this trial, you will hear no real evidence against my client. You will come to know that Miss Gabriela Silang was only doing her job as a nurse. Therefore, my client is not guilty.
The prosecution may now call its first witness.
The people now will call the student nurse.
Do you promise that the testimony you shall give before this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your first and last name.
Irving Montenaro.
You may now take your seat.
Erwin, what college are you from?
Escuela Causal, Indian Medical Capital College as a nursing student.
And what was your business at Samaritan General Hospital on the day of July 16 at 6 p.m.?
It was the time when we were assigned there in the same hospital in the operating.
And who was your patient during your duty?
Was Miss Ligaya Dueñas.
Can you name the people involved in the operation?
There was Dr. Fajardo as the surgeon, the assistant surgeon as Bandidupa, and the chief nurse Angela Garcia, and the staff nurse Miss Silang, and my colleague, my fellow nurse Victoria Orobola.
And what was Dr. Fajardo doing?
Naturally, in operations proceedings, we were preparing the tools that will be used in the operation, and during that time I noticed two syringe. The other is Novocaine and the other is 10% cocaine, and Dr. Fajardo asked for Novocaine, which was fetched by Miss Silang, and then passed to Dr. Dupa, and then to Dr. Fardo, who administered the syringe.
What happened afterwards?
Actually, nothing much happened after the administering the syringe, but we were shocked. After 3 minutes, the patient started to react on the drugs. So after that, Dr. Fajardo asked for another syringe to calm the patient down and to stop the reactions. But after that, the patient died.
Thank you. I have no further questions anymore. The people will now call the surgeon. Dr. Sandra Fajardo, how long have you been working at Samaritan General Hospital?
I've been working in Samaritan General Hospital for 7 years. Same hospital but ko nag-postgraduate internship before passing the board exam for physician.
And how many surgeries have you done within those years?
Sa 7 years na ako nagpanrabaho, doing operation become a part of my daily living sa hospital.
And why did you order Novocaine?
Anesthetic magod ang Novocaine, ma'am. Necessary para dili makapilog ka sakit ng pasyente. Basta abrihon ang samay.
How long have you known Gabriela Silang, the accused?
Kailan na minimis silang atong college pa sa MSUIT. Nag-nursing ko, nursing po siya. Miga na ako siya eventually, nauyab. Napud na ako siya after pagbulag na mo ni Ligaya.
You mean your patient, Mrs. Ligaya Clemente?
Siya akong uyab before di ka.
Does this past relationship affected the surgery on Mrs. Ligaya Clemente?
Ingon sa akong amiga ni Gabriela na napadyapon siya kalagod kang Ligaya.
This common friend here in the room, can you point her?
Does the defense have any objections?
Dr. Fajardo, don't you think you were the one who has a personal grudge because she was the one who broke up with you?
Of course not. Let's all be professional here for Pete's sake. I did my job, and if you did yours, we would not be standing here right now.
The people will now call the husband of the dead. Mr. Joshua Duhay Lungsod. How was Mrs. Ligaya Clemente Duhay Lungsod before the surgery?
Mayang gabi naka-isgot siya na ako nga gitulbaan lagi ba siya. Pero dignan ako siya nga makayra na niya o nara ko dire. Moto murag okay naman siya gamay ato bago siya isulod sa operating room.
Do you have any idea or background about the team that performed the surgery on Mrs. Ligaya Duhay Lungsod?
Nakaingon siya na ako nga dugay na daw sila magkaila ni Dr. Fardo at nag-uyab pa dyan sila atong college pa. So, wala raman na sa ako, wala naman ginahuna-huna. Gamay na nabutang para sa ako. Dahil kato, kabalo man po ko na kabalo si Dr. Fajardo na unsa iyang mga responsibilidad sa iyang mga pasyente. O, mao na naman.
Thank you, Mr. Duhay Lungsod. Your Honor, I have no questions anymore.
Your Honor, I call the witness of the defense, Angelica Basilacan. Angelica, what do you know about Gabriela Silang?
Sa tinuod lang, believe jud ko kung unsa siya ka-committed sa iyang trabaho.
Kay bahala pag wala siya itulog, may sakripisyo niya ang iyang oras para lang ma-attend ang mga bagong mga pasyente.
O wala siya problema kung bahalag ma-extend man gali ang iyang oras sa pag-duty. Believe pud ko niya kay makita japon ako sa iyahang nga maski wala na siya ning eskwela, mubasa japon siya sa iyahang pocket notes and kabalo japon siya sa mga latest na mga viruses na rampant karon diri sa atua.
No more further questions, Your Honor.
Does the prosecution have any questions? Yes, Your Honor. So, Mrs. Angelica, so how can you be so sure that she checked all of the errors if a life was already taken away because of a wrong dosage of a drug? I repeat, Miss Angelica, so how can you be so sure that she checked all of the errors if the life was already taken away because of a wrong dosage of a drug? I repeat, Mrs. Angelica.
Objection, Your Honor.
The witness is excused. Is the defendant ready for its case?
Yes, Your Honor. I call the defendant, Miss Gabriela Silang. Miss Gabriela Silang, Where were you on the morning of July 16?
Na ako ato sa Samaritan General Hospital, ma'am, na ako'y duty sa operating room.
Okay, so how do you regard yourself as a nurse?
Ma'am, ni-graduate ko sa MSU IIT. Then, taas kay na ang quality sa iyang education. 4 years ko nag-nursing di ara. And, dako kay nagnatabang sa ako kay nakapasar ko sa board exam. O, tanan akong buhaton jud para lang sa akong ngalan o sa ngalan na sa akong pagka-nurse.
Gabriela Silang, when did you graduate college?
Last 2001, ma'am.
Is it true that you graduated as summa cum laude?
Yes.
And when did you had your nursing license?
Last year, ma'am.
So 14 years have passed before you had your nursing license. Do you still consider yourself as a good nurse?
Itong first na ko pag-take sa board exam, ma'am, kay nabagsak ko. So, pagka next na board exam, naulaw na ko na mo take og balik kay, di ba, summa cum laude, cum laude ko, then inana lang ko mabagsak. So, I decided na magkuan na lang ko akong own business. Then, fortunately, kay na successful man pud siya, pero sa kaadlaw kay na bankrupt na jud ang akong negosyo. So, gi-ask ko sa ako ang mama na i-ask ko niya na ipadayo na lang nako na mo take ko balik sa NLE na exam. So, ni-take ko kay ako gud ng mama, di maupod na iyang ganahan. So fortunately po, salamat sa Ginoo, nakapasara sad ko.
So after narrating your experiences, do you still consider yourself as a good nurse? So I've stated earlier before that you displayed the behavior of having a personal grudge with Mrs. Ligaya Clemente during your college years. That may led you intentionally to give the wrong dosage of drug that caused her horrendous death.
Oh, nasuko ko kang Ligaya, pero dili pud mo abutan na napunto na dauto nako akong kaugalingon para lang mabuhat na tanan. Dili pud.
Given that you are a registered nurse, you are aware of the patient's bills of rights and ethical basis of the nursing profession. What urged you to do the unforgivable act of putting your patients' lives in danger?